Good morning, Azeroth. It is the 18th of June 2025. Grab your morning beverage and welcome to the stream. The new patch today will start with the new storyline with the legacy of Arathor, take Faerin through some of the old world. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope you're doing well today. You're about halfway through the week. Take it steady, keep yourselves hydrated. You've got this. There it is, we've got lore walking, we've got Faerin's quest, we've got overcharged delves. It's obviously the new combat assist, which I think will be useful for alts when I have no idea what the bloody hell I'm doing. The lore walking I think we will tackle tomorrow with Cho. But today, where is Faerin? There you go, trouble in the Highlands. There's also the new time walking stuff with some BFA things. New transmog and rewards they've added, including that infinite dragon with a pirate hat, where we'll need to do 4 time walking dungeons a week for 5 consecutive weeks.
Oh. I understand your frustration, Gaora.
Oh, not this again, where it's only half the voice acting.
Speak.
Gaora has a voice. The Makar left Draenor to escape war and persecution. We only want peace. The humans continue to test us. Our patience will eventually run out. We will not start a conflict, but rest assured, we will finish it.
I will see Draenor's skies once more.
The Arathor Highlands have always been a hotbed of tensions. Let's just hope it's not as bad as these reports make it sound. Again, the audio short stories they've done are the crux of this conflict and like the starting of it. Seems a little mean to thrust Faerin straight in there, but we'll see.
To those in need. In my heart,
both Gaora and Danath have received word of unrest in the Arathor Highlands, civil unrest in Stromgarde, and raids on Magyar and Stromic outposts. Danath and Gaora return to their homes, Stromgarde and Hammerfall, to diffuse tensions. I asked to accompany them. I have long wanted to reconnect myself and my people to the Arathor. I also want to learn more about the Horde. Gaora was willing, but Danath took some convincing. I may have implied you were joining me. Sure we will.
if you are lost in darkness,
We must investigate before we have another war on our hands. Champion, Lamplighter.
ready and right behind you, Danath. Thank you for accompanying us, champion.
Right behind us, she says, just gotta keep holding this table. Hopefully there's no time getting involved with this little quest line. I imagine it's going to take us more than today, but we'll see.
Pity that a family squabble could make me loath to return here.
Family squabble? Yeah. I was lucky she's your niece. I would have killed her for what she did. See, again, it's like... It's the same thing with Renzik for Undermine. Maybe it's still some holdover from the SAG-AFTRA voice acting strikes, which have only recently ended. But it feels rough when... Especially when Horde players have felt so maligned this patch to have the Horde representative not voiced. Morning, Kynan. Hope you're doing well this morning, Bob. How are you getting on?
To all of Azeroth.
Faerin does not seem to hear the conversation between Gaora and Danath. Her eyes are locked on the great ruin in the distance, a small smile creeping across her face. Yes, play movie!
I have so...
Gotta love these cutscenes though. Maybe Gaora will be voiced in here.
Is that...
Thoradin's Wall? Yes.
Then the stories and legends I read as a child were... true.
Stories are just stories, Faerin. And that wall is just a wall.
I know Arathi history is embellished, Danath. But are you not proud of your
We
heritage?
will get her fancy shoulder pad as a reward, by the way, which is
Yes.
awesome.
But pride in our legends foments Stromic superiority and reasons to strike at our neighbors.
I understand. Among my people, some still distrust outsiders. I had thought Your people...
Going to Kaz Olgar was unpopular in Stromgarde. But the Sons of Lothar promote tolerance and mercy.
Me immediately. I'm sorry to hear you're full of it, bub. I wish you a speedy recovery.
Finally, the Alliance has sent us help.
Finally? What's happened here, Walker?
Will I be strong like
Are we safe?
you one day?
I'm still scared. Can we go home now?
Bye-bye.
Don't worry, little one. You're safe with us. Faerin glances up at you. I'm not sure I agree with Danaf, but darkness even here affects even the youngest of our shared people. I'm glad I felt the calling to come here when I can be of service. Faerin's smiling, returns to distracting Maggie. Wish my hair was long enough to have braids like yours, Maggie. Oh.
Our light brings unity. I hope I have
This
the
reminds
strength to
me
bear it
too
here.
much of what happened the last time Lord Danaf returned. What do you mean? Gary's lips curl in disgust. Yeah, this is the audio short story they've got. Right, well, the time walking event's currently on Frug, so it should be up here somewhere. If you do a number of time walking dungeons, you will get an XP buff the more you do that accumulates after like 4 goes. A lot of people use this opportunity to level up. It's Battle for Azeroth at the moment, which hasn't had time walking before, so there'll be some unique time walking rewards in Borealis at their vendor to pick up as well. Lord Danaf left Stromgarde to be ruled by his niece, Lady Maran Trollbane, until his return. She began using the 7th Legion to claim territory that belonged to the Horde. Protect ourselves. We brought the Cochran here. It was a standoff. Thrall and Jaina travelled to Stromgarde and Hammerfall asked for aid in Khazalgar. That went as well as you would expect. Conflict only ended when my people laid down their arms and the 7th Legion did the same. Lord Danaf arrived and removed Maran from rule, and then we all joined the fight in Khazalgar. Lady Maran is in prison, but old hatreds smoulder. Not surprising, another threat is kindled from its ashes.
May your enemies
Yeah, and that's what I'm very curious about in this questline, if we lay it to bed, or if we're simply setting up for the more possibility of it in the future. Fancy Dragonflight armor set on that Blood Elf. Great Blood Elf colours. Oh, I do need to go back to Dragonflight and get all those.
Soldier.
I had been sent word of bandits roaming the Highlands, but I did not know it was this bad. It's just as well we happened into this attack. If we want to get to the bottom of this, we might as well start here. Do us favour we're not here to see this.
Working together is not just an option, it is the only option.
We've been attacked before, but this time, this was different. They didn't want livestock, grain, or money. We took torches and some barrels of tar we used to fix our roofs. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I can guess. They're going to burn something down. We need to stop them before they do another homestead harm. Chop.
Trollbane will fix all this. I know it.
Faith and farewell.
Where's my mama? My papa? Ellie? Maggie looks around with tears in her eyes. I was following Mr. Grimsham and Clara Bell, and we saw the bandits. He grabbed me up here and we ran. I don't know where Mama and Papa and Ellie are. Can you find them for us? Clarabelle's starting to get worried.
I guess we're not strangers.
Why now? Why us? What do they want?
The Defias of all people? I thought ever since the whole Legion stuff and the Uncrowned, Vanessa Van Cleef was chill. This Defias bandit was carrying a badge with an unfamiliar emblem. The emblem looks like a rising sun with long rays emanating from it. The sun and rays are coloured red. Perhaps Danaf can identify it. Ooh. A new faction within the Defias? It'll be really cool if we see Vanessa involved in some way. I haven't seen her in ages. Feels like we're back in old starting zones for the Alliance. Just dealing with bandits. Nice that for quests like this, they've got the spawn rate pretty solid. not having to wait around. Let's keep it moving. Not stop the dawn. Maybe they've allied themselves with Faerin's folks.
How are you?
Sharon, there you go.
They look like defiers. But what would they be doing here?
It's a very good question. Just barrels of tar and rescuing more civilians. Again, I've stayed pretty spoiler-free when it comes to both the lore walking and the stuff here, so I have no idea what's actually going to go down.
What can I
Marshal?
do for you?
They called themselves the Red Dawn. They wanted me to join them.
The Defias have somehow got in touch with Faerin Zarafi and the Holy Emperor of Light. That will inevitably be a problem. You know, because of the fact that they've got a trilogy going, they can do a lot more setup, a lot more foreshadowing, a lot more little bits and bobs with different characters that, under normal release schedules for an expansion, they just simply don't have the bandwidth to do anything for. Silly sheep picture. See, this is another one of those scenarios where my brain is immediately player housing, cupboard, backpack, miscellaneous basket of flowers, books, stuffed elephant. Oh, Ellie was her stuffed toy. Bless. I didn't even check if flying was available. I just got on my wolf.
Daddy? Mommy?
Oh, Maggie, you're all right.
My lord, who are the Red Dawn?
I do not know.
Hello there. Let's go bring
You found them! You found them! Thank you so much! Maggie hugs Ellie tightly.
Bye-bye.
Be obliged if you'd help us. My farm.
Thank you. Hopefully this snuffs out what they were planning. I don't think this is the time for puns, Walker.
It'll be all right, I hope.
I don't recognize this emblem. And Defias had it on their person? Curious. Naf turns it over in his battle-scarred hand, frowning. I wonder what it means.
The sons of Lothar will remain
Defias
vigilant.
attack, theft of tar and torches, a group called the Red Dawn recruiting here in the heart of the Highlands. Stromgarde was right to send a missive asking for my return. What is going on here? Placed Colonel Niles in charge after Maren's foolishness led her to imprisonment. I must head to Stromgarde and speak with Niles immediately.
For Azeroth.
Red Dawn? I'll go to Hammerfall and see what they know of this.
We must continue on to Stromgarde. Unless Faerin...
Danath, I am a soldier and an Arathi, just like you. I would not abandon you now.
Yum. So many flashbacks of like Plunderstorm suddenly.
Unrest in Newstead. We don't have the hands to quell the unrest here. If more hands are needed to keep Stromgarde safe, the champion and I are ready to help.
Why are they hit and miss about dismounting people near important NPCs?
Hey there.
Captain Roderick Bruson. If I don't have vouchers for you, I trust you. Trust is in low supply here in Stromgarde. After Lady Maran was put in her place, I thought Stromgarde would go back to normal. And it did for a time. Now there's a tension here so thick, I'm afraid to breathe around some people. Citizens are acting out. I don't know what's gotten into everyone. Fighting, stealing, backstabbing. If you're willing, could use your help.
Stay safe.
Colonel?
How can I serve you?
Lord Danath has granted you entry into Stromgarde, but be warned. Populace is on edge, and acts of violence are becoming more common, especially against non-humans.
Stay out of trouble.
This is much worse than I thought. With the attacks disrupting supply lines, the people are angry, hungry, looking for someone to blame. The easy choice is blaming our neighbours at Hammerfall. We cannot let this unrest continue. I'll speak with Niles and my advisors. Steve Faerin has volunteered the both of you to help the people of Stromgarde. I'm not like putting either of you to work on what is a diplomatic mission. Helping Brewston while I speak to Niles would put my mind at ease.
Excuse me if I talked out of turn. I am an old man with old ways.
For Stromgarde.
I'm glad for your help. Between deployments to Khazalgar, responding to threats in the Highlands, and desertion, we simply don't have enough soldiers to enforce order. Maran's supporters are causing trouble throughout the city. Stealing supplies, harassing people, you name it. We've enacted a curfew, but Maran's supporters are openly defying it. As my deputies go around and tell troublemakers to go home. If they get rowdy, you have my permission to teach them a lesson.
You know where to fight.
Trade in Stromgarde has broken down. We're short on goods and workers because of the attacks. Niles was too busy, so I took it upon myself to write official requests for aid. Most are simple and straightforward. Writs for supplies and such for the Stromic army. The desist writ for Joseph is different. He is loudly blaming everyone not human for our woes. Someone needs to officially tell him to shut his yap before he starts a riot. As my deputies, would you enforce my request for aid?
Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Obliged for your help, but keep your eyes open. There are agitators about.
Apologies for putting you to work. We will speak again after I have briefed Niles and Brewston.
Does
Maybe
investigate.
it's time to pack up and leave Stromgarde.
Those Maran flunkies. They're making it harder and harder for anyone who isn't human to live here in Stromgarde. Do you see how they're crowding around me and Godfrey? Shameless. And no respect for the law at all. That's near your problem. I see the shiny deputy badges you both got there. Well, Niles and Brewster are too busy to come and help and ask us for a favour.
Our last shipment of iron was stolen by bandits, but I'll do what I can.
We could try to recover those shipments. I will speak to Danath.
Whose side are you on, stranger? Always good to see a fellow human. Oh no. Too bad, go home. Fine. Nah, keep it walking. I do like excuses to send us to old areas. Us humans need to stick together. Go home. Think that batch will protect you? As they saunter off menacingly. More NPCs using that lean animation. We know that's coming. At some point, that's coming for players. Go home. We'll comply for now. Almost wish they forced ground mounts in a way, but at least they only want to zip through. Who's in here?
That's 3 caravans to date that haven't made it to Stromgarde.
Bertram.
How may the Alliance serve you?
The Alliance has heard the request from Stromgarde, and we're doing what we can. We've been sending caravans of food and supplies from Khazmodan, but they keep getting attacked en route. We can't spare more troops to protect the convoys. We need what we have in Khazalgar. We're still tied up trying to find and defeat Xalatath, not to mention aiding the survivors of Dalaran and our new allies. I wish we could do more, but we're stretched thin as it is.
Tell Brewston we're already doing everything we can to help.
Confronting Xalatath left no one to protect Stromgarde. No wonder these people feel neglected.
I also like this more personable look at just what is essentially a small outpost in the ground. Not even an outpost, it is a full-on castle. But these smaller forgotten zones, let's say, when it comes to the wider wars and conflicts, it's been a constant thing in WoW. That heroes and armies get sent off and all these old places get left.
Safe travels.
Imagine some kind of world event where you have to go around and do this kind of thing. Going back to Redridge, Goldshire, Darkshire. We do know they've got a new game mode coming for Darkshire, by the way. Some kind of horror-themed thing. Because of the Enlightened.
True heir of the Trollbanes will deliver us from the Horde. She
Horde!
will be Stromgarde's salvation.
Excuse me, Mr. Enlightened. Who speaks to you in the crowd at the same time? Fellow traveller, fellow human, join us. Stand together with us and proclaim Lady Marin Trollbane as the rightful ruler of Stromgarde, the birthplace of Arathor. For unjust imprisonment, we prospered under Marin's rule. Starving were fed. Our defences were strong. We nearly drove the orcs from our lands. Then Lord Danath Trollbane returned, taking our troops and kneeling before the Alliance. He betrayed us. Free Marin so she may lead the human race to glory once again. A new dawn is approaching. A new dawn for all humans. Go home.
What's this? Danath Trollbane's minions threatening me for speaking the truth? Is this justice? Is this righteous? I will comply.
Voice actor having a great time.
But a new dawn is approaching for all humanity. Be ready, my friends.
Be ready, my friends. I feel like there's a rebranding of maybe the Scarlet Onslaught happening here. We know from like the Forsaken questline a while back when you retook the Undercity that there was a new leader for the Scarlet that kind of escaped during that questline. Could be rebranding. It could be Faerin's homeland getting involved. It's interesting. But having more voice acting like that just makes it all the more frustrating that Geira doesn't actually have voice acting. And again, as a Horde player, I imagine your representative not having it just really feels annoying. Especially when the farmer can get his voice actor, but Geira can't.
If this keeps up, we're going to have to start rationing. Sorry, but my larder...
Are you here with a delivery? Of the poor harvest and all the thieving, basic food stuff have been hard to come by. We haven't received any outside aid either. If we don't get help soon, we're going to starve. Why doesn't the Alliance help us?
I should have known. You just want to take and leave the rest of us nothing.
Brewston would not ask if you were not desperate. Please, whatever you can part with.
Oh dear. Who's left? The tailor.
Saying the attacks are just bandits, but I think the Horde is behind it.
Oh no.
I'll do what I can, but don't expect much.
From here. You from the Alliance? Are you here to help us with these orcs? Amy sees your deputy badges and rolls her eyes. Ugh, Brewston. He's got the spine of a water elemental, sending his deputies to do his lord and master's bidding. What does that useless man want now? We'd like bandages, please.
Bandages? If Lord Danath would stop talking to orcs and start killing them, we wouldn't need bandages.
The orcs are not your enemy. Lord Trollbane is doing what he can to keep you safe.
You people are what's wrong with the Alliance. Oh man. Take it easy, I was just joking. I hate that in real life. I hate it so much. I could say anything I want as long as I follow it up with, oh, I was just joking, mate. Oh dear. Literally pulled out a knife.
The people are scared of Marin's gangs. If we reassign...
No, Captain. You know we don't have the manpower for that.
That crazy hunter pet again.
Stromgarde welcomes you.
This city is a powder keg waiting to go off. Lady Marin's supporters are growing day by day because of the attacks in the Highlands. People harass not just the common folk who follow Lord Danaf, but anyone who isn't human. Now these Red Dawn people Lord Danaf just told us about. Between our deployment to Khazalgar, combat losses, desertions, and attacks in the Highlands, we just don't have the resources to police the city right now.
You know where to find me.
It's despicable, really. Try to intimidate loyal citizens and make them leave just because they aren't human. Also shout down anyone that doesn't agree with them. And here, just try to avoid them. Seems like they hang out where it's hard to do that.
Stay safe.
Have my thanks, and the thanks of Stromgard. I'm sorry you got an earful from Joseph. At least he left peacefully. Despite how it may seem, the city is still loyal to Lord Trobane mostly. Lady Marin's followers are just louder and angrier.
For Stromgard.
I'm listening.
I'm Colonel Veronica Nalis, and I am in command of Stromgard in Lord Trollbane's absence. I'm sure while aiding our people you've heard the name Maran in Stromgard. Lady Marin Trollbane is Danaf's niece. She was briefly regent while Lord Danaf Trollbane campaigned for troops for Khazalgar. Her actions during his absence led him to imprison her when he returned. And that said, Lord Trollbane felt Faerin should speak to her, perhaps to get perspective. I can take you to her, if you wish. Ooh.
For Stromgard, he would have introduced Marin himself, but Gaara summoned him urgently to Hammerfall. Come with me.
Strange that Danath would leave without us. And want us to talk to his estranged niece.
Oh no, don't red flag us, Faerin. Suddenly we're going to get ambushed. We're in Trollbane.
Stromgard for the Stromic.
Oh, she has her own voice as well. Welcome, Stromgard. I'm Marin Trollbane. Forgive me, I would extend my hospitality, but she motions to the bar of her cells. As you've no doubt seen, Danaf is destroying Stromgard. I made preparations to save my country. My foolish uncle disagreed with my views. But the people understand. Once they demand my freedom, and I am released, I will expel the bandits, protect the people, and return Stromgard to the glory that is our birthright. You're welcome to join me, friend.
Don't forget what I told you.
This is Marin, root of so many of Stromgard's troubles. What would Danaf want us to learn from her? I suppose he wants to see what she sees, how the ideal of the Arathi has been corrupted. Surely he knows I am aware of how fervour for anything has a dark side. Faerin furrows her brow. Something seems wrong here.
You are a prisoner. Why does Colonel Niles defer to you?
You should know. Names carry weight. Faerin Lothar. Despite your elven blood, a great Arathi warrior returning gives us hope that those dissatisfied with Lord Danath Trollbane's rule, with our old Stromic ways forgotten, with famine, unrest, and orcs on our lands, and dwarves and elves in our cities, all will rise up and embrace a new dawn. And that when they do, I hope you'll be part of it, Faerin.
I would like to see Stromgard as it was, but your promises are empty. And I would never betray Danath.
What if
You
your
say
emperor
that
says so,
now.
Faerin?
But you'll see it my way, in time.
But there's still the possibility Faerin becomes an antagonist at some point. I can't see it, but at the very least her people might. Whether that's during this trilogy or not remains to be seen.
She all but told me she was involved with the Red Dawn.
Orders?
Faerin may be in prison now, but her supporters continue to spread her rhetoric across the Highlands. Whatever she may say, I do not believe that she is the leader of this Red Dawn that you're both speaking of. I see who comes and goes. She receives no outside visitors. Yeah, unless one of them is a very decorated rogue.
Dismissed.
Oh, hang on.
Farewell.
Speech bubble? Yes, give me more stale while and listen, I love
At your
these.
service.
The people who attacked Newstead called themselves Defias.
Alright, Faerin has no idea.
Who are they?
Defias? I haven't heard that name in a while. This story is a little sad, actually.
What do you mean? What happened?
After the Second War, Stormwind was heavily damaged. The Stonemasons Guild was contracted to rebuild it, but Stormwind's corrupt House of Nobles denied them payment. They rioted, and in the riot, the Queen was accidentally struck and killed. They were driven from the city and became bandits. The Van Cleef family became their leaders. I had thought that the Defias were dead along with the Van Cleefs, but that may have been wishful thinking.
I don't condone banditry, but I can understand their frustration.
I suppose. If they'd been paid, they wouldn't have become bandits. But you can't just throw away law and order if you don't get your way, like Merrin's supporters are doing now.
That is a good point. Thank you, Captain.
I guess the wider populace doesn't know about Vanessa? Or did she die during Legion? I don't think she died during Legion. Maybe if she did, she faked to death.
I stand for the people of Stromgarde.
If you want to find Lord Trollbane, tell him your theory about Lady Marin. The missive called him to Hammerfall, far to the east of here. He may have stopped at Refugee Point on the way. It's a Stromic encampment about halfway to the Orc town, because of the frequent bandit attacks in the area. I believe he meant to stop and check in with our people there. We might catch up with him.
For Stromgarde.
If you leave now, you might catch up with Lord Trollbane at Refuge Point. But watch out for bandits.
Onward. Sorry, we don't have any extra food right now. Please, just a few pieces of bread. They've chosen skinny human model. Again, still interesting that that model exists and it's not like a customization option. Like, obviously, Kultirans get to be a little chunkier. But why they can't just have that body type for humans in general and let Kultirans be three different... I know they want to keep the Kultirans separate, but... You're not going to keep the Finny one and then just put it on a new faction at some point. That would be a bit silly, I think.
Over here, champion. Come look.
Unknown. So, oh, yep, this is Scarlet Crusade. Or at least they're wearing those colours. Bandit is wearing red and white. The garments do not resemble any of Stromgarde's military uniforms. A quick search of the uniform's pockets reveals a familiar-looking emblem. It's the same emblem you collected from the Defias at Newstead Farm. Around the body are several sets of tracks that head eastward. One set of footprints is bigger and bulkier than the others. Grab the emblem.
Whomever they attacked got away, but may need help. Let's follow their tracks.
Civilians getting killed in the meantime.
We mean you no harm.
You expect me to take your word?
She has voice acting, that's good. I'll grab Blood Fury. And the Innkeeper, for some reason.
Hey there.
Heard stories about the orcs helping out human farmers, but didn't believe them till now. We've heard so much from Stromgarde about how the Horde are to blame for many of our problems. He looks at Cargo with a mix of fear and wonder before turning back to you. We may have our share of conflict in the past, but the Horde isn't the problem today.
Have a good one.
I love how there's civilians on stretchers and then a player has just laid down on the spare one. Oh dear.
I give aid to who needs it.
You wish to earn my trust, human. You will explain yourself quickly.
Refuge Point was attacked as well. I saw it burning and rode in to help.
There is so much.
It's good to see humans and orcs banding together to help one another. If only the Arathi here could see what I did in Khazalgar.
May the darkness
Another bandit attack, and they carry the same emblem as the bandits at Newstead. This is connected to the Red Dawn and Marin.
Our light bring Red Dawn emblems here and at Newstead. I wonder if they were at Refuge Point as well. Being here is like being in the stories I was told.
Kristen warned us about how rough it was out here.
That's not.
I didn't expect things to be so bad. These bandits were attacking in force, overwhelming the few defenders these places have, completely destroying people's lives. Stay a while and listen.
Karga, do you know much about the Scarlet Crusade?
I'm surprised you do, Faerin.
From the elders in Hammerfall. I know they have no love for the Horde or the Alliance. The Scarlet Crusade holds twisted beliefs. They want to eradicate our allies, the undead. But they also believe that the Alliance has failed to protect humanity.
The belief in human superiority seems prevalent here.
This is the Arathi Highlands. Where have you been? Under a rock?
You could say that. Yes.
Literally under the earth. Faerin's folks as well. There's a lot of half-elves among them, so maybe the xenophobia maybe, but outright racism maybe not. But again, it's a whole empire of light we've yet to truly meet. Horde outposts like Hammerfall have suffered attacks from both bandits and trolls in recent weeks. Our outriders are on constant patrol. Now I know the Alliance has been targeted as well. You have confirmed what I already suspected. Something bigger is coming. Perhaps it is related to this Red Dawn.
Loktar.
Early on, these attacks on our settlement seemed to be pockets of bandits competing for resources. Now they are better coordinated, as if they're working together as a group. That's bad news for everyone. Rivals don't come together without a strong leader, and without them, they will fall. If you're willing, find the leader of this attack on Refugee Point and eliminate them.
Keep your senses keen.
Stromgarde's troops are in Khazalgar, and it cannot protect its outlying settlements. Hammerfall does what it can to help, but we too fight in Khazalgar. We've taken many injured Stromic refugees to Hammerfall. Feeding them has all strained our resources. There may be a way to help more people. Wiki told me Refugee Point is a supply depot for nearby settlements. We can get our hands on some supplies. We can care for more refugees in Hammerfall.
I fight for the Highlands.
Show it.
These bandits, did they call themselves Defias? Did they mention the Red Dawn?
I did not give any time to speak. They killed everyone not human and took all but who I could drag away.
Did that Vulpera get that fancy pirate hat? Oh, they stealthed before I could inspect it. I haven't seen that barnacle encrusted pirate hat before. Mr. Enlightened! You son of a bitch.
No.
Oh, he's bubble herfed away!
You will never defeat all of us.
It's great actually seeing an NPC bubble herf. That's so good. Grab up some plates, kill some Scarlets. It's not going to turn out one of these as a Dreadlord in the end, by the way. The Scarlet Brotherhood has had too much. I think it would be more impactful if they were just straight up, you know, racist assholes and not, a demon did it. Or whatever the Dreadlords are these days. I love how the battleground, by the way, too. Arathi is just boarded up right now and you can't use the portal. That's such a funny little detail.
You're saying Danath was never called to Hammerfall?
Oh no.
All my life, Gaara said nothing of it. Trust is in short supply.
He escaped?
Loktar.
Good. Hope Stromgarde does not mind us borrowing these supplies for their refugees.
Keep your senses keen.
First an attack on Newstead Farm by the Defias, now an attack on Refugee Fort by these Scarlet Crusaders. Different groups of bandits, but both speak of this Red Dawn, carry the same emblem. So Joseph is directly involved. It's all seems connected and it leads back to Marin. Danath needs to know what's going on. If he's not here, he should already be at Hammerfall. We should head there as soon as possible.
Faith and farewell. If Danath did not come here, and Gaara did not call him to Hammerfall, then...
Go to Hammerfall. If your lord is not there, Gaara and Eitrig can help you.
What's a PvP helm? Oh, Eitrig's about! Oh, it'd be good to see Eitrig. He's another very long-lived character and orc in this universe. Like him a lot. He was very chummy with Tyrion back in the day, so I have a soft spot for him. But he's done all sorts.
Danath never arrived? Then, where is he?
I do not know, but you have my word. We will fight him. We continue to fight for Azeroth.
Lord Gaiara arrived earlier and informed us of the events at Newstead Farm. She left to deal with a situation at Goshek Farm. Bandits are not the only problem on this side of the Highlands. The Willbark trolls have stepped up their attacks as well.
Go as you will.
If Danaf is not here, where is he?
May the darkness never find us here.
Danaf is not here. Faerin says he journeyed to Hammerfall because we requested a meeting. I sent no such message to him, nor anybody else. I will dispatch our riders immediately to search for him. While we wait for their return, Unkargra's quick thinking may have saved our human refugees. We have just run out of food to give them. Distribute the crates directly to them. I'm sure they'll be grateful for the food inside.
May our allies grow. Dispatch all available outriders to search for Tanath. Gaiara has told me much about you, Faerin. You are welcome here in Hammerfall.
Is Eitrigg old enough to have met, like, original Lothar in the Second War? He might be. Well, my history is not that brushed up on.
Marauders burned down my farmstead. The orcs drove them off and brought me here for shelter.
More leaning animations. Look at this! These are 2 new ones. Hands on hips lean. Lean on table lean. Something's coming. Some emote overhaul. You mark my words. It's in the background.
Is there spiced bread in there? Orcish food is hard on my teeth.
If our food's so tough, human, then don't eat it.
Superior butcher.
Not so long ago, these humans wanted to kill us. Why is Eitrigg helping them? Better to leave them to their fate.
And I feel like, how do you end the story without completely diffusing tensions? But you kind of want them to sit if you ever want Horde and Alliance conflict again in this world.
It looks like the
Who
outriders
knows if
have
they
all
do?
gone.
Finally.
If orcs have long warred against the humans, why help them?
Long ago, a human showed me great kindness. I strive to honor his memory by protecting the weak and defenseless.
You're talking about Tyrion. Let orcs be paladins. Let Eitrigg become an old paladin. That'd be great.
The Highlands are our home, and we will fight for it.
Every human I've ever met has admitted feeling fear in the presence of an orc at one point in their lives. We've warred with the humans for generations. It's almost instinctual. Or so I thought. See and speak to a human with no grudges from the past and no judgment in their eyes. It is not an honor I expected in my lifetime.
Seeing Hammerfall and talking to your people has been an eye-opening experience, Eitrigg. Harboring refugees no matter their creed. My people would do the same.
Careful, Faerin.
I do not doubt that. Both of our peoples have suffered through dark times. We may live here in peace now, but this site was once witness to unspeakable horrors.
Something about his voice feels a little like prickly.
We liberated and claimed it, naming it after our fallen war chief, Orgrim Doomhammer.
The Alliance held your people here? In an internment camp? And yet, you harbor human refugees?
And yet... Lamplighter, there have been far worse crimes committed against my people. Such is war. But our teachings say if we are wronged, we can cause more suffering or end it. We now choose to end the cycle.
Or
I
Sarthang's
think that
words.
my people could learn a great deal from yours, Eitrigg. Thank you for welcoming me here.
You best not get assassinated by the time this questline's over, Eitrigg. I'll be livid.
I am here as a representative.
I've never realized how much my people have in common with the orcs. We're both far from home. We're both self-sufficient. We are both peoples born into war. Most of all, a sense of duty and honor rivals ours. I feel even more at home here than in Stromgarde. That's interesting.
I have so very many questions.
There's no word from the Outriders yet.
But they can wait
Beatrix has
for now.
not told Gaira of Danaf's disappearance. I've told him we should go and give her the news. She's at Goshek Farm dealing with a bark troll attacks. Beatrix says they've become increasingly aggressive recently. I can't help but think of the history there, of the troll wars and Arathi battles. But I admit I see them differently now after learning more about the Horde. Let's go. We can look for Danaf while we're out there.
Faith and farewell. We'll tell Gayara of Danaf's disappearance. Hopefully he will arrive here before we return.
To the other farm. I wonder what the troll attacks mean in terms of... There are still troll tribes who weren't united in Zuldazar. And even then, in Battle for Azeroth, we were fighting like a joint tribe of a load of trolls with Lei Shen in the Throne of Thunder. I can't remember what happened after all
I have
that.
information about the Red Dawn. Help me, and I'll tell you what I know.
Barclay?
Huh?
Who are you?
What?
My brothers and I have served in the Syndicate for years. We're true patriots of the Kingdom of Alterac. But now there's been some changes in leadership. We're not sure if this is the same Syndicate anymore. I think we're sent on this mission so the new leader could get rid of us. Fine. Start our own syndicate. That's the information I have. The new leader's planning something. Something big. It'll happen soon.
Help us.
Kiara?
Please.
Faerin has informed me of Danaf's disappearance. Oh, that is troubling. Can't return to Hammerfall just yet.
Go with honor.
Faerin told me that Danaf is missing. I don't know who was responsible, but it certainly wasn't the Mag'har. We've heard rumblings that Stromgarde is blaming us once again for their troubles. Tensions are starting to boil over. We need Danaf so cooler heads can prevail. As much as I want to search for the old man, we have to deal with business here first.
The Mag'har will
The
claim
Witherbark have always been an annoyance since I've been here, but now something has stoked their ire. They're attacking human settlements. Perhaps the Red Dawn is again to blame. Beatrix orders us try and help the humans they attack. We've stepped up our patrols and welcomed refugees. We need someone to go to their village and bloody the Witherbark's noses. They're overconfident. They think they can get away with attacking our Outriders? Make them think twice about that.
War is all we know.
This Syndicate human came to us hoping to trade information for a rescue mission. The Syndicate is a recent thorn in our side. I've half a mind to cut him down where he stood. He claims to have vital information, and with this news of Danaf's disappearance, it might be worth the risks to do as he asks. There's 3 brothers being held captive inside Witherbark village. Go in, find them. If they're alive, extract them.
Die well.
The Witherbark? As in the Amani Witherbark? The Arathi's ancient foe. Come, champion. I will need your help.
The Witherbark. Yum. I'm bound to this troll. Set me free. I don't want to live in some crap soul shard all my life. Free. I won't plant evidence against the Horde ever again, I promise. Making use of all those trading post like Zorro headbands. You never leave this land alive. Curse you with me last breath. Can't give me more insight than that. Oh no, it's in the pot. I'm being cooked! Help me! Help me out of this pot! The water isn't even boiling. It's just a little warm. Come on then. I don't need to interrogate them. Well, that's it. No more Syndicate. No more Red Dawn. Please help. They've been using me for target practice. Awful. They've been throwing axes at this gong all day. I hate gongs. I shouldn't have agreed to pretend to be a refugee. Syndicate doing a variety of things then. Gonna spill your blood. Kill them. You be next. My horrific troll accent. I try. Just to phonetically sound out how they've gotten it down. The Troll Heritage quest line was a long morning. It's been Witherbark Land. He's just fishing with his stick, not even a soldier.
It's too far away.
Let's grab all these. And whoop. I'll gut you, Paladin. Don't think you will. And boom. Back to Gaira. Gaira? Still think I'm pronouncing it wrong half the time. You're lying to me, human. This day will be your last.
I'm not. I swear. Syndicate is on their way to attack Hammerfall for the Red Dawn.
We are here to win this war.
Surely that will cow them. I'd be surprised if I saw any of them stray from their village anytime soon.
Fight with honor.
Oh, Clay's lucky he
Die
reached his
with
brothers
glory.
in time.
May your enemies grovel before you.
The human is claiming the Syndicate scum are going to attack Hammerfall. Another day I would not be concerned, but with the Outriders dealing with the Witherbark and searching for Danaf, Hammerfall is undefended. Let's go. We must defend our home.
The Magha will clear.
You've proven trustful, human. Now, out of our way. We must warn Hammerfall.
You don't have to tell us twice.
It's just a shame she doesn't have a voice. Thank you, Elk. That's very kind of you. You get yourself some good sleep. No, you're on the other time zone over there, so it'll be pretty late in the evenings for you. Rest well, while we diffuse tensions.
Gaara, champion, Faerin. Then Hammerfall is not lost. We will retake it ourselves.
Oh man, they came in and swept.
Loktar!
Should have been here. Could have done something. White-hot fury and rage emanate from Gaara's tense posture and tightly closed fists.
War is all
The Syndicate has put Hammerfall to torch, and the cowards are using pyromancers to feed the flames. But if we can save our huts if we get to them quickly, fight through Syndicate bandits to a building and then blow this horn, Hammerfall Shaman will come to put out the fire.
Go with honor.
I was such a fool, Eitri growls in frustration. I should not have sent away those Outriders. Without them, the Syndicate have overrun Hammerfall. And were it not for my fool heart, the refugees turned out to be Syndicate spies. Curse their greasy hides. Now you're here. Now we can force the Syndicate out, eliminate their soldiers, and save any trapped civilians. The spies have had enough of my open hand. Now they'll suffer my fists.
May you find glory in battle, but live to see.
Caught a glimpse of who was leading the attack. It looks like Joseph the Enlightened may be less full of hot air than we thought he was. Is he part of the Syndicate? I thought he was part of the Crusade. I suppose it doesn't matter. I want to stop the attacks. We'll have to take him out.
Our light
Maybe this Red Dawn is just
Hammerfall will be ours once more.
like they're co-opting Loktarogar for the Horde. Again, that would have come across so much better if you had some voice, Gaara. Why are you getting shafted like this? But maybe they're just co-opting different banditry tribes from over the years. The Syndicate, the Defiers, the Scarlet. Maybe they're just trying to throw people off the scent. Some kind of master plan. Oh, I need to actually bring them down before I can summon the shaman. A shaman. Hey, beautiful healing rain. We've even got battle shredders. Love the modern models for these. It's an enemy that is so like nostalgic for me in WoW, just throughout Westfall and some of the earlier farmsteads. And they still have that jank about them. And they're putting tinnitus on me. Of course they are. Stable master. Hiding in the water trough. Come on. Oh, tied in the water trough.
I need to get closer.
Come on, Taylor. Now's not the time to be burned alive. Ah, there's Joseph.
You again. I will not go easy on you this time.
Gotta love that line. Oh, blessed Bladestorm. He's like the old Scarlet guy who did do that. Herod, was he called? You could get that Ravager axe from. He bubble huffed again!
My mind and spared you. Next time, I will not be so forgiving.
I can't attack that.
Again, the voice actor having a great time. Very silly. No one else hiding up here. We're good. Save the building. There we go. That's all of them.
An ambushed Stromic caravan.
It could be Danath. We must go and investigate.
The other side of the Arathi conflict also boarded up.
Report.
There are still Syndicate stragglers about, but Hammerfall once again belongs to the Horde.
We will have peace in the Hive.
Ah. Built orc strong, just like us.
Die well.
It is good to feel the
Joseph
sun
escaped
on
again,
my skin
and this time
once
his warning was much more foreboding. There's darkness in his mind, his soul. I'm confused. How can he profess to follow the light? Oh, Faerin.
I have so very many questions.
Outriders discovered a destroyed caravan on the road. Around it were the bodies of Stromic soldiers. Could be Danath's escort, or it could be another hapless group. Either way, we must investigate. Let us hope Danath is not among the dead.
Fight with honor.
Syndicate is in retreat.
Good. Now let's find Danath and punish those behind his disappearance.
Enough here. Yum. I don't know why my silly hot air balloon is growing on me. I don't like the regular dirigible, nor the voidy one, but for whatever reason, this ridiculous, silly goblin gold one. I think it's...
These
I know,
look
it's
like
just silly.
orc weapons. Why would your people attack Danath?
Nah, this is staged.
They would not. Something is wrong here.
Clearly staged.
The heart of the Maghar is pure.
This wasn't a battle. It was an ambush and a massacre.
I will see Draenor's skies.
This was not done by simple bandits. The spot was chosen specifically for an ambush, and these troops were taken down quickly and efficiently. If Danath was heading to Hammerfall, this road is the most direct route, and makes it predictable. Kara grimaces. We must search for Danath among the dead, find out what happened here. Leave no stone left unturned.
Die well.
This was no random attack. Whoever did this knew exactly where and how to strike. Horse The horse was killed swiftly and suddenly. It appears the rider fell but recovered quickly. He seemed to have fought off several enemies before being overwhelmed. However, there is no body here. Given its position in the column, perhaps it was Danaf's horse. Danaf is not among the dead. He was overwhelmed and abducted. No easy feat for his opponent. It's by Eitrig. An Orcus axe. It's even labelled false flag. Come on. This axe appears Orcish in origin, but is otherwise unfamiliar. It is not the same style as the ones used by the orcs in Hammerfall. It has also not been well maintained. In fact, it does not fit to be used in combat.
That axe was forged at Argarok. We abandoned many like it, with the fortress at the end of the last war.
Which fortress, Eitrig? Finally, suspicious dirt. You spot a small object half buried in the dirt. When you brush the dirt off, you recognise a Red Dawn emblem. It's like the ones you saw before. It seems someone lost this amidst the chaos of the ambush.
We've seen that emblem twice before. Was this the work of the Red Dawn?
There are clearly signs of battle. Something is wrong here. If we had taken Danaf, we would have not left our axes behind.
Syndicate brothers must have taken them from Argarok and planted them for the Red Dawn. But why?
To start a war that would destroy both Stromgarde and Hammerfall, and leave them in power.
Then we must search for Danath, starting at Argarok, and alert Stromgarde of what we have found.
Speak quickly.
It is decided then. If we are to prevent war, we must alert the Alliance to the situation and rescue Danaf as quickly as possible.
Go with honor.
Eitrig was right. The Red Dawn are trying to start a conflict between the Alliance and the Horde. We need to get to Stromgarde and tell Colonel Niles that Danaf has been kidnapped. She will surely commit all her resources to a search. Come, there's no time to waste. No, I think...
May the darkness
I don't know.
never fall. I will inform Stromgarde and ask for their help in the search. With luck, I can forestall any aggression.
We will head to Argarok. If Danath is there, then this conflict ends before it starts.
Yum. Back to the keep. I don't know, I don't necessarily trust the Colonel.
We must widen the search.
How can I serve you?
Colonel Niles' face is scrunched up in concern. She looks uncomfortable, perhaps even regretful. Oh, movie time. What's wrong?
Stay. We do not have the resources for a manhunt, Faerin.
To rescue the Lord of Stromgarde? I thought you were in charge here.
I think we can drop the charade now, Veronica.
Yep, there it is.
You're behind this. The Red Dawn? Danath's disappearance.
Yes. And now that my uncle is gone, I'm free to do what I wish.
You folks know who I am, right?
Woodman!
Stop this madness! You're all Arathi!
And I thought you were once. Now you'll suffer for not joining our cause.
I will not be knocked out with one hammer blow from a regular human to the head. Next to a pile of shit.
I'm going to need your help. We have to stop Merrin and Niles.
Captain is trying. Well done, Captain. That rescue didn't take long. It's Faerin.
Need some help?
Rustin leans in close to you and speaks just above a whisper. I'm glad I found you. I need all the allies I can get. You're very lucky. They left you alive. Again, I have killed gods. What do you mean? I know you have to suspend your disbelief, but it's so difficult with just how much our characters have accomplished for stuff like that to feel like it works.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Bring Brewston up to speed with what you know. That's how Marin got loose. Brewston scowls. I never would have thought Veronica capable of such treachery. Does she really believe this is the way to help Stromgarde? Let's hope your orc friends are able to find Danaf before it's too late. We have our hands full here.
for Stromgarde.
Saw Faerin being taken away. Couldn't follow without them seeing me. Probably being held in another building. You'll find her. Hopefully she's still alive. Oh, she will be. And see if you can find any more information on the Red Dawn. There's no way we should have been overwhelmed so quickly. Colonel Niles and Lady Trollbane must have installed their cronies everywhere. The more information we have, the more we can use against them when we fight back.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Marin tried to declare herself the new ruler of Stromgarde. While some in the army are complicit in her coup, there are still a lot of us who are loyal to Lord Danaf Trollbane. When we broke ranks, Marin was ready for us. There's an army of soldiers I've never seen before. Call themselves the Red Dawn. I think they're just the bandits wearing uniforms they took from our supplies. Help us take out her goons and collect any evidence that shows what they really are.
Stay safe.
Here I go
need to
a-murdering.
rally more loyal troops. You see if you can find Faerin. We need all the help we can get.
Time for vengeance. Cue the doom music.
I'm out of range.
Pull as many as we can in one swoop. Oh no, I feel a sneeze coming on. But it's stuck. Oh, I hate this feeling. Because I don't know when to hit the mute button. Sure, we loot the clothing. Yeah, they got Defias banners, they've got Scarlet outfits. What is the answer? Here you go, Shaman. Take a few hits. Get chain lightning going. Maybe they've just pulled outfits from so many organizations that have been gone for so long, or diffused. Red Dawn propaganda. This is a piece of Red Dawn propaganda. Many years ago, the Aractic Alteraci were one of the first to set out from Strom and build a nation away from Arathor. Kingdoms of Alterac and Stromgarde have quarrelled over the years. Now we must remember our shared history. It is now time for our people to unite once more. We're not enemies, but cousins. We will take the first step in offering peace and reconciliation. I invite remnants of Alterac known as the Syndicate to join the Red Dawn. We're a faction that will fight for all humans, no matter their kingdom or creed. Let us return humanity to the glory it once had. Veronica Niles. Wait, hang on. Is Veronica actually a bigger villain, hiding behind Marin? That'd be pretty interesting. To the basement. It's lucky these taverns are all built exactly the same. Oaths of loyalty. Written on these scrolls is an oath of loyalty to the Red Dawn. I henceforth renounce all allegiances and swear my loyalty to the Red Dawn and its leader, Marin Trollbane. Oh, never mind. I vow to serve, protect, and defend the cause of humanity to the exclusion of all else. I promise to unite the people of Arathor once more and see them take their place as the greatest of nations of Azeroth. Nyum. That little dog kennel. Player housing brain. Look at the rug, look at the cheese, look at the chairs, look at the chests, look at the books, look at the mantelpiece, look at the painting, look at the washing line and the light. All player housing things. More propaganda. Brothers and sisters of the Scarlet Crusade, long have we fought to eliminate the scourge of undeath from our land. Long have we suffered defeat after defeat at their hands. It's time for a change. We must seek out allies to help us in our glorious crusade. But more than that, We must lend our aid to those with even grander aspirations. Let us not only save this world from the undead, but make it a paradise for humans everywhere. That is what the Red Dawn stands for. That is what Marin Trollbane fights for. A new dawn for all humanity. Joseph the Enlightened. So he's not outright with the Crusade anymore. They don't... I mean, I can't imagine they would condone these actions, but it's not those new leaders who escaped during the Forsaken's questline. Again, excellent questline. Do it on a hunter, you unlock like Dark Ranger outfits. Very nice. I do recommend doing it on a Forsaken though, because you get some bonus armor as well from there. Few more bits of clothing. You'll not be subjugating me again, Confessor. No, 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 no.
I'm out of range.
Few more. Fancy demon hunter things. More propaganda. The Defiers have been failed by their leadership. First by the Van Cleefs, and now the Ratsbon. The charlatans have been satisfied with banditry and petty thievery. They suffer from a lack of imagination. The Defiers were founded to remove the corrupt nobles of Stormwind, who were to bring justice, honesty, and integrity back to our rulers. We lost sight of that in a quest for revenge. No longer. Now we have found a new cause and leader, one who will not only cleanse the corruption from Stormwind, but from all human kingdoms. Rise up, my Defias brothers and sisters. Rise up like the morning sun and join the Red Dawn. Rise up and follow Lady Marin Trollbane. So Vanessa not involved then? Where is Vanessa Van Cleef? I'd have to... Maybe in Legion Remix we'll be able to properly go through that again, because I know she's part of the Uncrowned, which was like the rogues' specific crew when it came to Legion. I don't remember doing all of the quest lines. I didn't do every Order Hall campaign. I did bits of some of them.
You're alive. Help me out of these bindings.
Of course I'm alive. What do you mean?
So much yet
I
to
knew she
learn
was
in the
involved.
topside
I can't
world.
believe Marin was the leader of the Red Dawn. I mean, I can. Marin put her own people in harm's way to create the conditions to justify her coup. She's not fit to rule Stromgarde.
Faith and farewell.
While captive, I heard Marin's plan to amass her troops at the gates. We must stop her.
At the gate!
Sacred Flame, I'm glad you're here. You found an heir.
He ran ahead with Eitri to confront Marin. We will join the fight soon.
At your service.
Seems with Colonel Niles siding with Marin, loyalists are looking to me to lead them. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this.
You know where to find.
I'm glad Faerin is alright. This information you found. Rooston's shoulders slump. If people are desperate, they'll believe in any promise of a better life, no matter who it's from. Too real these days.
Don't do anything I...
Some of this stuff must be at least 20 years old.
You know where to fight.
I knew it. Her army is made up of members of the Defias, Scarlet Crusade, and Syndicate. In other words, bandits, zealots, and traitors. This evidence should help convince others that Marin is not to be trusted.
For Stromgarde.
I am here as a representative
Hey, and this is
of the people
seemingly
of
the end of the
Arathor.
quest. Then Afanitrig ran ahead to confront Marin. I hope if they stop her, they can end the coup and the bloodshed. After seeing Joseph the Enlightened's handiwork firsthand. Despite how unorthodox he may be, he's still a danger. I hate to say it. I'd relish a chance to finally take that underhanded cretin down. He's blocking our path up ahead at City Hall. Let's take him down, then help Danaf and Eitrig end this war. Joseph the Enlightened, a leader of the Red Dawn, and Marin's right-hand man. We get the Stromgarde tabard, and if you're Horde, you get the Hammerfall tabard. But where is Faerin's shoulder pad reward?
May the darkness never...
I'll gather our troops to cover your back.
Let's go, Gayara. We will take him down together.
Right behind you, Lamplighter. Again, would have made just wind the voice line. Come here, Joseph.
Bringing along more deviants to the fight this time? No matter.
Voice lines. Again, love to hear voice actors having a good time. Nope, get stunned. No Blade Storm for you. He's bubble herfing again?
To spend my time with you.
Enough of your tricks, Crusader. Oh, she stunned him through a bubble. Kiara. Beautiful.
Come on. Let's find Danatha and Eitrig.
Well, yep, they'd be fighting. I haven't actually seen as much as Danatha as I would have liked.
Stop this! Danath fought to save all of Azeroth.
He sold us out so the
Shaky
Alliance
camera.
and Horde could wage war in Karzalgar. You'll never understand. For Arathor! The Red Dawn will rise again.
No!
Oh, Danath.
Do not make her a martyr. Our history will read Faerin, true daughter of the Arathi, allowed Merrin to live without her title and name. The Red Dawn vanished from the Highlands forever.
This is not over.
Don't you smoke bomb away. Arrest them! What are you doing? Oh, that's a nice transmog.
The cycle of war, it never ends, does it?
One day, Danath. Times are changing, even for us old soldiers.
Oh, I wanted more of this.
Stromgarde has a reputation for being...
Merrin was given mercy.
welcoming.
I'm still not
Do
sure
let
she
that
deserved
keep
it.
you from asking my counsel.
But there is little she can do now without her name and title. After failing twice, Astromech will not follow her. Without the power her name and title wielded, she's useless to the bandits. Mercy or not, thank the light the conflict has been ended. You have my thanks as well, champion.
It felt good to go to
Ah,
battle
there it is.
once more.
That's what we wanted. Look at this! You get the full Lamplighter shoulder pad with the flaming brazier on it. This is also a set that is armor agnostic. You can transmog this onto cloth, leather, mail, plate, the whole shebang. Go asymmetry with it, have it on both shoulders. Very nice. Merrin's Red Dawn has left the city and peace has returned to Stromgarde, at least for now. Faerin left for the countryside. She said she wanted to check in on Newstead and Refugee Point. I think she wanted to get out of Stromgarde. She came here with such enthusiasm. I should not have tempered it so harshly. I feel, in the end, it was I who needed to learn a lesson. Should check on her. We've had so few of, like, the main Warcraft characters giving us their fancier transmogs. We've seen, like, Logash and Sylvana's stuff on the trading post, but having actual quest lines rewards some really unique translog to encourage people to actually go and do them. It's good shit. Like the heritage quests before them.
Back to... Go on ahead, champion. Eitrig and I have some diplomatic red tape to clean up, I'm sure.
I want a buddy cop show with you and Eitrig. Immediately. Didn't get enough of yous. Let's go see how Faerin's doing. Not a bad little story, to be fair. I imagine, as always, folks will just wish it was longer. Because the patch cycles, you know, it's 8 weeks long. By the end of this week...
Not how I expected my first visit outside Karzalgar to go.
God damn it, people. Give us some space. We're likely to get information on the next major patch by the end of this week if it's to hit the PTR, to hit their 8-week patch cadence. There is time walking, there's overcharged delves, there's the new lore walking we'll check out tomorrow. But you always wish there was more and more and more story, but such as it is.
Being in the stories I was told as a child.
Perhaps I was too naive. This place isn't the shining testament to the history of my people as I thought it might be. The same as everywhere else. People struggling to survive. Maybe Danath was right. There's nothing in those old stories but myth and superstition.
I have so very many questions. But they can...
I'm sorry. Stromgarde was not what you expected.
You were right. I was naive.
Dude on your mount,
No,
just move.
Faerin, I was wrong.
Wrong? How?
I said Thoradin's wall was just a wall. But what it represents does exist. In you.
I don't see...
You have been a guiding light. Saving my life. Bringing us together. Reminding me of my true mission. You look to the past, but you are our future. And I am glad of that.
Perhaps the new dawn is not what Marin wanted. But us. Returning here for our people.
I hope you are right.
It is good to
That
feel
person's
the
wearing
sun
all
on
that
my
old Dark Show gear I never collected. Oh, I really wish I'd just found those shoulders. Don't even know how to get them these days. Naf is right. Legends are just legends. Shouldn't try to live in them, blinded by pride. Instead, those legends should inspire us to make the world as we hope it should be. Like willing, we will remember the past, but work for a better future. For all of us.
My mage can send you back to Dornagol, but you'll always be welcome in Stromgarde, champion.
Thank you, Danath.
We must bring
I think
our
I'll
light
stay
to
for a
all
bit.
of Azeroth.
Help Danath and Eitrig clean up Marin's mess. You'll be alright without me for a while, won't you?
May the darkness never find us.
Really
here.
funny if Faerin's still here when whatever's coming next patch just comes to body everyone. Lovely jubbly. Again, armor agnostic as well. Gotta love that they do that these days. As a priest, you're actually able to get very platey and end up looking like Anduin. It's good shit. Alright, let's go back to Dornagol. We'll call it for the morning. Could go and do one of the overcharged delves. They're meant to be a daily thing, but I'm not too bothered as of yet. And I think that's a nice wrap up for the day. And tomorrow, we will do the new lore walking with Cho. Which again, you can do from a low level. So you can actually level through it. Kind of, if you're still about, that might be something to consider. I don't know how much XP you'll get. But it shouldn't be 0. And they have 3 stories. Of course, they've got Arthas, because you've got to do Arthas every bloody time. They have the Ethereals, and they have Xalatath. So I think for someone who's not played constantly throughout the expansions, maybe doesn't even know where Xalatath comes from. Never saw all those original things. There is something to be said for being all up to speed for upcoming content through this, and as a new avenue of questing, there's a lot of potential here. Why is there a quest on my map? Who's this? Dagran has something to say.
So much to discuss. Oh, I was just thinking. I'll contemplate what we talked about.
That's the overcharged elves. Alright, we'll speak to him another day. Right, where's Joe? I'll log out next to him. There he is. The good old lore walker. Oh, I love him so much. Alright, with that then, folks, for the morning, I will say thank you very much. Oh, wrong button. Got to do the type into chat beforehand. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed yourselves, don't forget to hit that like button. Help push the video through the algorithm so more folks come hang out and play some games with us. Subscribe for more content here on the channel. On the weekdays, try and be here at 9 AM BST with some World of Warcraft, and between 4 and 6 we start with other games. Of course, at the moment, we're still pressing on with Expedition 33. Absolutely fantastic turn-based RPG. I can see why people are not only calling it one of the games of the year, of the decade, and one of the best of all time. I'm really enjoying it. It's on Game Pass if you want to grab it up, and it's also in that AA price range. Of course, I'm going to shill it a little bit. It deserves more. But you can find playlists to all the other games you've already played and covered right here on the channel. Binge to your heart's content. So until next time, folks, much love, take care, and bye-bye.
How does a Tauren hide in a cherry tree? He paints his hooves red.